So platypus. We seem to know that we can take on bandits that have 1 or 0 their defense. See, there it shows her attack power is 2, even though it shows as 1 on her description. Looks like she did no damage. But it said 1, but then it's 4. I wonder if it changes all the time. See, and yet okay, clearly it's random. I wonder if there's some dice rolls happening. But the main thing is it's definitely still doable and easy. I tell you what, we can't get rid of this nuclear waste fast enough. Berries depleted. Fine. Tools being produced slowly. As the heat wave, we have more than enough water production, so I'm glad we made those extra water wells. I think we're going to be stuck with this low on tools and low on clothing for the rest of the game. This nuclear waste seems to be getting cleared pretty quickly. That's awesome. And this sawmill is finished logging in that area. Really does not look pleasant. Wave. Yeah, it's gone up to 4. It's weird. In and 4, we got 2 damage. Okay, so I think it's not enough to go just by the numbers they have there. You have to actually line up the attack, and then if she's doing 2 damage and there's 4 armor, then you can't do any damage to it. Then again, this guy did damage in the last turn. It seems to be random. They aren't taking that much hit points damage. We'll keep trying. Let's see, they've seen something interesting. A couple of your colonists have spotted some sort of vehicle. Okay, let them try. We told them no last time. Ugh. At least no one was injured, or no one was killed rather, just an injury. By the sound of that description, I think that could have been a lot worse. I do wish under your colonists tab it would tell you how much housing you have available. It would be quite useful. And 1, 10 and 4. Let's see, there she did 4 damage. Okay, there's clearly some sort of dice roll going on. Fair enough. The main thing is we know it is possible. 4 damage. People are taking damage, but we are actually doing damage to them as well. There, we've even cleared that bandit camp out. Specialist hurt. Yep, take them back to the base. But then it just reveals another bandit camp. That's friggin' annoying. Every now and then you just got to keep checking your stockpiles to make sure that the gathering zone is still actually active. Nice, look at this nuclear waste that's getting cleared up. Working! It's working! I really hope that we can find some tech points out in the world. Good. Now, if we've got enough shelters up now that I think we can actually start replacing these ones. Shanties. And the heat wave's over. Whew. Large yellow bush. Try to make these look all the same. I wonder if you can actually plant grass. Would be pretty cool if you could. Actually, I'm going to have these houses front onto each other. Let's do that. Instead of all facing one direction. Nothing. Also notice their combat values don't seem to be changing. There it says 10 and 1. Nothing. This is starting to feel a little inefficient actually. We're spending turn on turn on turn, not actually getting anything done. I wonder if I'm better off just moving and not fighting the bandit camps right now. I think if we just wait until we finally get a specialist who can actually fight. I like the way this... Someone's at the gate, just comes power sliding in. Ooh. Antibiotics. We don't have any antibiotics. Take the antibiotics. It's a pity we couldn't afford the iodine pills. And let's see. Our bush. I think I want the higher bushes there. Large green bush. Construction for shanty. Concrete. I really need to up my concrete gathering game. I think let's set both of these just to gather concrete, because I mean we clearly have more than enough wood. Yeah. I think this place looks great. I just need to find a way that I can build a lantern. We can put a lantern next to each little house. Adults, 4 children. I don't really want 4 children. But whatever, welcome. We've got plenty of space. What I really want, specialist to fight, but that doesn't seem to be. Ah, come on, we're committed now, but I'm not doing any damage now. That seems to be almost entirely random. Okay, these two, I'm going to stop fighting bandits and just all the space we haven't even touched because we're just banging our heads against these bandits. Okay. See, like there's timber there. need to find a concrete factory. Berries. Do I even need to keep harvesting berries? I need to. We're producing enough venison, wheat, fish. Hell, I could even chuck 2 more small fields in. Do it this way. Let's put road in between. That'll do. Well, this space isn't being utilized, but I'm sure once we can throw down a large field, hopefully they'll all fit in there. You see, I could have spent this time so much better grabbing that concrete. Okay, important lesson learned. Don't fight bandit camps unless your specialist is an actual fighter. Not efficient. People moonwalking forwards towards the base. The party calypse. The sound of predominantly tone-deaf singing fills the air, accompanied by makeshift drums and horns. A group of about a dozen colorfully dressed people approach you. It's the end of the world, man. Why waste your time cutting grass or whatever when we can go out on style? We got food and stuff, so let us in and join up. They proceed to opening several crates of food and seem eager to share. Hell yes, let them in and have the colonists join the party. Righteous. Let's party like it's whatever year it is now. The group hauls several crates of food to the colony, and after a brief moment of apprehension, people join in on the festivities. But after the never-ending party has departed, several colonists fall ill. Something the party brought in was tainted, and now you have the sick to deal with. The 4 people are infected, but luckily we got those antibiotics a little while ago. So the infected people should get treated quite reliably. I hope. If we're growing wheat here, should we just create one type of vegetable? Let's go carrots and potatoes. Wheat and carrots, maybe. Please tell me the infected colonists are being treated. Excellent. Excellent, yes. And the nuclear waste is almost gone. Wait a second, look, it looks different. The shanty looks totally different. Oh, I didn't expect that. That's cool. Look at the little baby pool. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I know what I want to spend my concrete on. I want to build more of these awesome shanties. Actually, Defina, you need to go back. You are wounded. Can't shake a stick without hitting a bandit in this area. No storage, empty. Okay, clothing production, working. Tool production. I wonder if I shouldn't stop the tool production. Except I don't have tools because I have a whole lot of metal. Either that or we get more colonists and set up another scrapper. Precious concrete. Components. Colonists is suffering from mutations. Let's see. Parts for metal. Cabbages for metal. Nope. Anything more exciting? Nope. I can't wait to get enough concrete in hand that I can build more of these shanties. Although, why would a shanty need concrete? I suppose for the foundation or whatever. I'm building them. How? With that. Right. Yeah, we leave one block open at the back to put trees in. This almost looks like a nice neighborhood to live in. That's misaligned, isn't it? This is so inefficient the way I'm building this. I just want to keep seeing what all the shanties look like. And I'm hoping that by giving them all space, they might start reproducing. In the past, when I've put them all in tenements, it's a lot more efficient. Not too convinced about what it does for their happiness. Linnaeus, back to base. All that clothing. 26 clothing. It's actually harder to space these things out when I don't have a emergency shelter down. Start the measuring. Four, 5, 8, 7. That means dirt road goes. How lucky are these colonists to actually live with me? Have me as their colony overlord? I don't know what the term would be. Delightful. I'd be quite happy to live here. Someone's injured. So how busy are these places? 0 of 2 occupants. Just keep 1 occupied then. Metal, still looking good. Trailer. Cycler. Busy. Rabbit season. Damn, 2 of them got radiation sickness. Bad luck. Oh, food. Okay. I'm glad I planted these small fields. I think I need to go to large fields now, because I've accepted more people. Perhaps going for the insect protein could be worth it as well. Tell you what, let's go back to supplementing with berries. That's what we'll do. Now, I believe the irradiated colonist is being treated. 9, 18, 21, 7, 9. How do I line these up? Like that. Excellent. I mean, honestly, every little 3-person family on my colonists gets their own little plot with bushes to give you know, privacy from your nosy neighbors. Considering it's the bloody apocalypse, I think these lads are doing rather well for themselves. Demolish those trees. What am I planting there? Large green. Lovely. Each have their own outhouse. What's there to complain about, really? Aha! Environmental station. Keep cleaning stuff. Oh, sassy. Jeez. Food? Okay, so it seems like between harvests, if I hadn't built these extra small fields, then we're going to keep running out of food in between harvests. Well rested, exhausted. Who's all exhausted? Is there any way I can tell who is exhausted? Cabbage seed for fiber. Ooh. I don't think I need cabbage. We've already got carrots, and I don't have a lot of fibers left. Sorry, no deal. You guys notice the difference in the housing arrangements of some of the colonists? Some of them have to live in these horrible emergency shelters. Others get their own little, you know, walled off plot. I like to imagine that there's all sorts of favoritism and nepotism going on, and colonists have been there from the beginning and like, oh, I've earned this. My own personal little trailer surrounded by pink flowered hedgerows. Well, if I have my way, eventually everybody have their own little shanty. I'm hoping to get upwards of 60 colonists. 3 people in one shanty. We have to build 20 of these things. If 10 of them goes there. Oh, that's 30. It'll have to be like all the way down here. We'll make it in a dog leg. We can have the growing fields be here, and then houses, shanties there, shanties here. Going alright so far. Like, I shouldn't say this, but this isn't that hard. And then finally this shit happens. Okay, so we just got to remember, anything that runs on power, we need to turn it off before that magnetic storm hits. You can't actually turn off come on, give me someone who can attack, for goodness sake. He had a dream of being in the military, but he can't attack at all. Out of here, nerds. We can't actually turn the solar panels off. And pause the environmental state. Plus is drawing power. So look at this, we're gonna have to start planting trees at some. Dumpster diving, I don't have the tools or the clothing. One colonist got infected, but we've got antibiotics for that. So. Right. Betty, go explore north. Yes, explore east. Defina, back to base. Dropping off all those components. Awesome. Let's complete this final bit of housing arrangement here, and then we've got a nice block of 6. Large green. Wait, hang on, that's wrong. How about large yellow? Now this family unfortunately has to give up some of their yard for that water well, but hey. Doesn't that look cool? I love the look of that. It's such a striking difference between the fact that this is the end of the world apocalypse, and then there's these charming little hedgerows all planted nice and neatly, and eventually we can put street lights in. Fabulous. And we need science points. We are badly behind on science point. I'm not going to measure this. I'll have to figure that out. 5, 6, 7. One, 5, 7, 5, 7. I mean, I'm building houses over fertile land, which is not advisable, but we've got enough fertile land that we're going to reclaim once all that stuff is gone. Four, 5, 7, 8. Eight. Yellow. 8. Kind of feels like house builder. House flipper, house builder simulator. That's not a bad thing. Why is it so cathartic just building little houses for your colony? Making them all look pretty. Alignment. That's right. I think my specialists who are out in the world, their mission now, above anything else, is find more places where we can get research. I feel like that's really where I'm bottlenecking now. Done well to get the environmental station up. We are slowly starting to get all of this horrible nuclear waste out of our base, which hopefully is going to mean that our colonists get irradiated less often. Look at these people living in an emergency shelter right next to a lake of nuclear waste. Whereas just a stone's throw away, you've got a little leafy suburban area. Too real. Feast. Small group of your colonists have come up with a request. Times look tough for everyone, and thus they'd want to organize a harvest feast to cheer up. It's more than enough doom and gloom going around already. It's by digging into your food stockpiles, though. Absolutely a feast of meat. People are overjoyed by the decision and rush to make arrangements. Makeshift tables fill up with food and townsfolk. It's not exactly worthy of kings and queens, but lifts people's spirits more than you had realized. Thanks. I mean, look, we had a decent amount of food. Can't move for the bandits. Look at how the whole map is changing though. When it started here, it was all radiated and full of trees all over the place. Trees are starting to get cut back. We're building nice straight roads, lanes of roads. This area here is going to be open. I wonder if I can maybe put my fields there and there. This trapper can always get moved. Plastic out here, so maybe a recycler will get put. Got one person exploring north, one exploring east. To explore west. Magnetic storm, quickly turn it off. Should be okay there. See, quite dangerous explosive storage. Okay, good progress. So what did we achieve now in this episode? This was mostly the suburban sprawl episode where we radiated here. What's going on? Henry? Oh no, this is Camilla talking to Henry through the hedgerow. It's dodgy, but alright. I didn't see anything. But yeah, I think let's just keep on building shanties along here. We can probably fit 3 more there. Get like another 4 in there. And we'll have to decide how much space we have. I mean, I'm going to want, let's say, 60 people in total. I'm going to need to build 20 of these things. If that's a block of 4, I'll need 5 blocks like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5. That's enough for 60 people. I have 2 large fields there and there. We have alternative protein with insect farms over here. Big plans. Big plans for the future. Cool. Okay, when we come back, just keep expanding our suburbs.